Izzy Stradlin, the understated rhythm guitarist and co-founder of Guns N' Roses, was never the loudest presence in the band, yet he was undeniably its foundation, the quiet architect behind the gritty, volatile sound that propelled Appetite for Destruction into rock immortality. While frontman Axl Rose and lead guitarist Slash commanded the spotlight with wild behavior and public spectacle, Izzy lingered in the background, quietly channeling his life into raw, unfiltered lyrics. Drawn from a world of addiction, desperation, and rebellion, born Jeffrey Dean Isbell in the working-class town of Lafayette, Indiana, Izzy grew up with a restless energy and an affinity for rock and roll, ultimately forming a deep bond with childhood friend Axl Rose. Together they fled small-town monotony for the promise of Los Angeles, where they laid the foundation for what would become one of the most notorious and influential rock bands of all time. But as the group's fame skyrocketed, so did the Dysfunction. The band was a ticking time bomb fueled by drugs, alcohol, and ego clashes. And although Izzy initially partook in the reckless lifestyle, a 1989 drug-related incident aboard an airplane became a turning point. Following his arrest, he made the rare choice to get sober. However, his personal transformation left him feeling alienated within a band still deep in chaos. Unable to reconcile his newfound clarity with the relentless madness around him, Izzy made a quiet, decisive exit in 1991, just as Use Your Illusion was propelling Guns N' Roses to even greater heights. There was no public fallout, no dramatic spectacle. He simply stepped away, fading from view as the machine roared on without him. Initially, the band barely acknowledged his departure, but it soon became clear they had lost their creative compass. Stradlin had been the glue holding together the explosive personalities, and without him something essential unraveled. Though he continued to create music through a series of solo albums, some critically praised but commercially overlooked, he shunned fame, declined interviews, and turned down reunion invitations that could have restored him to the public eye. While his former bandmates eventually reconciled and re-emerged into the rock spotlight, Izzy remained a phantom, intentionally detached from the spectacle. His disappearance wasn't a collapse. It was a quiet retreat, a decision to live outside the noise. Yet that same silence cost him visibility in the story he helped author. Today, Izzy Stradlin is often overlooked in the broader Guns N' Roses narrative, despite being one of its key creative forces. His story lacks scandal or tragedy in the conventional sense, but it is tinged with a different kind of sorrow, the sadness of someone who chose peace over fame, only to be slowly erased from the legend he helped write. In stepping away to preserve his soul, he sacrificed recognition. And in that choice lies one of rock's most poignant losses, the quiet vanishing of its steady heartbeat, unnoticed by many but deeply missed by those who understand where the band's true soul once lived.